Welcome to Novel Beginnings.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Novel Beginnings. I'm author Kenny DeVoe, and tonight we have Stacey Harper.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show, Stacey. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad to have you on. So, with that being said, let's just tell everyone about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a businessman, an author now, and I'm a perpetual student too. So I started out in life, I'm a Muslim. We went to the Muslim school, and later on, I got involved in the game, in the drug game, and spent about 10 years in prison. After that, I reinvented myself, opened up a Platinum Vault, which is a low voltage security company. And I built it up to where it was grossing $1 million a year. And then I moved to Arizona and started rehabs. I have like a couple of rehabs now that I'm giving back. I love giving back and helping people. So that's a little synopsis of my story.
So, tell us about the book.
Well, the book captures my journey from the beginning to prison, to get out of prison, reinvent myself. But it's a lot of anecdotal remedies in the story of how to survive. And when I started in the game, it was the early '80s. It wasn't no crack houses or nothing like that. It was basically, matter of fact, if you heard of a party where they had cocaine, you wish you was there back then. That's just the way it was, because only rich people and high society parties. Believe me when I tell you that. I know you're not old enough to know it, but believe me when I tell you, Playboy Mansion, all of that was going on, and that's where I started. So, like I said, it wasn't epidemic per se when I started. I actually watched the game progress into crack houses and everybody else, getting involved. And I never went that direction. However, I was selling to people who probably was, But anyway, at one point, my business fell off and I was wondering why. So I, put my ear to the street and found out that it was some kind of blow up going on where they was taking, the cocaine, the cooked cocaine and adding to it. And that's like something you're not supposed to do. When you cook it, you cook all the impurities out and what you have left is the pure, and it's the rock. And I found it. A girl that I used to date, her new boyfriend was on the east side where the guys kind of discovered it and offered it to me. But he told me up front he didn't really know the whole recipe, that we was going to be experimenting. But I'm a chance taker, I take a lot of high risk, high reward. So I went over there and we developed it. It wasn't smooth at first, but over time we got really good. And I was making one key too. And that's what blew me up, the blow up. It was procaine. Mix it with cocaine and you have voila.
And that's how we came up with the title of the book, which is called, what is it called again?
Of the Cocaine Chef, the story of the Mixmaster. Yeah, that's where the name came from. Now the name has a negative connotation, but the book is actually inspirational.
Hey, and what made you want to write the book?
Well, I wanted to get my story out, and I wanted to tell people about the beginnings of the crack epidemic. How it started, what was going on during that time period, and my story in general. I wanted to get it out because I know it can help people. Because even when I was in prison, I remember my first year of prison. I had got with some OGs. They told me how to do my time program and all that. So I had a nice program. I was taking advantage of every educational course that they had in prison. Plus, I was doing correspondence courses. And I remember a guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey, Stace, when you go home?" And I told him my date, which was like 2016. This was like in 1993, 94. And he was like, "Oh my God, you got a Buck Rogers date." And I was like, and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, you walking around here like you going home tomorrow or, real soon." But, in my mind, I was going to use all my time to educate my mind and, and take me to another level when I got home.
Okay. And so where can people find the book?
But you can find it on my website, stacey-harper.com, or on Amazon or any of your book outlets. They'll have it. And I'm also
Okay.
going to be giving away something free to go along with the book, The Power of Reinvention, like a worksheet for somebody that's trying to make a move and make a change in their life.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that I didn't know about. So that's really awesome. So I heard you was having a book launch party.
Yes, I am. It's April 12th, Saturday. It starts at 4 o'clock. It's at the Da Vinci School at 201 North Douglas Street in El Segundo, California.
Okay. And is this a red carpet event or is this casual?
No, it's a red carpet event, so dress nice. And I'm gonna have food, music. It's gonna be a nice event. And a lot of the people from the book are gonna be there too. So
Oh
it's a
wow,
nice
you meet the
photo
characters.
opportunity. If you want to take pictures with the author, sign your book. I'm here for that.
And are we doing pre-sale tickets or is this you just
No,
show
I'm
up?
gonna just show up. Just
Just
show
show
up.
up.
Just show
Okay.
up.
So just show up and make sure y'all grab a book too. Don't just show up just to get the free food and the music.
Oh
Actually
yeah,
purchase
gotta
the
get the
book
book. Matter of
and
fact,
support.
you can't get in unless you get the book.
Well, then that's the
I'm gonna be outside. You buy the book, take a photo, go get you something to eat.
ticket. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. So that again is April 12th at 4 p.m. at the Da Vinci School, which is located in El Segundo, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So can you tell me, well, I know how long it's take, but how long did this process take for you to complete this project?
About 2.5 years. Yeah. 'Cause I kept adding, looking, stuff I didn't like what I saw, so I went and changed. I wanted it good, want to make it good for the reader and informative and down to earth.
And it is, and you accomplished that. And even though it took almost 3 years, you got it done, and I'm very proud of you. Um, I would tell you, Stacey, I need this by blah 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 date. You was like, I'm on it. And then when the date came, you'd be like, I need 2 more weeks.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, during the time of writing the book, I was going through a lot. I
I
was
know.
taking care of my brother who had brain cancer, my mother who was at the end of her life, and I had her move in my house because I was like, I'm taking care of her for the rest of the time. So, and I was writing the book all during that time. So it was a tumultuous time in my life also. And that's another reason why I wanted to write the book. I was like, I realized my own mortality, and that could happen any day, So I was like, let me get my story out.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you did. And I'm proud of you for even throughout the obstacles that you were facing, you were still resilient and knocked it out the park. So my question for you, or my last question for you is, what was it like working with DeVoe Publications?
Oh man, I loved it. It was a great experience. I learned a lot, number one. And working with you was great because you were very understanding, when you was giving me those time and I was failing. So you worked with me pretty good. No, it was a great experience and I can't wait to do it again.
Oh, well, we got a book two coming out, right?
Yeah, I already started it. I've already
All
started
right.
it.
Well, you
Yeah.
know where to find me. I'm not hard to find. Well, I am looking forward to meeting you. I have never met you during this whole 2.5 year course. We tried to make some things happen a couple of times and it just didn't work out. But I'm looking forward to finally meeting you at your book launch party and celebrating this monumental uh, milestone with you.
Yeah, I look forward to it too. And I got a table reserved for you and your guests.
Oh, hell.
VIP.
I got my outfit already ready.
Good.
Well, thank you again for choosing DeVoe Publication. It was such a pleasure to work with you, and I wish you much success with the book and with the party and all your other endeavors. So we're going to get ready to head out of here, and I just want to say thank you all for tuning in, and you have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
For anyone watching who is interested in writing their book, in need of writing coach sessions, or self-publishing your book, please visit www.kdevoe.com and click on the Services tab and to get started with a consultation.